Rangers hosting the Orioles, and the Orioles are plus 122 on the money line. The Rangers are minus 145. The over-under is 8.5 runs. The Orioles getting a run and a half are minus 160 on the run line, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by one, you win. The Rangers laying a run and a half are plus 135 on the run line, meaning if you bet them that way, they have to win by two. The Orioles have lost the last two games that they played. The Rangers are presently tied 1-1 with the Phillies. So we'll get back to that one. Now, these are the overnight odds. They're going to change the closer we get to first pitch tomorrow. So use a site like VegasInsider.com. It is totally free, and it'll allow you to compare all the casinos' pricings, whether you bet online or in person. So you get the best bang for your buck depending upon which side of this game you want to bet on. Now, Bradish did pitch once against the Rangers last year. The Orioles were 1-0 in that game, and Gray pitched once against the Orioles last year, and they were 0-1 in the game in which he appeared in because he really didn't pitch. It was just more like a relief outing. Now, Bradish went 5 innings, 1 run, 1 earned. They won that game 6-3, and that was in Texas. Gray went 1 1/3, 4 runs, 3 earned, and they lost that game 7-2, and that was in Texas. Now, head-to-head, the home team is 5-5. The Orioles are on a 6-game winning streak against the Rangers. The Orioles are 8-2 against the Rangers in their last 10. The underdog has won the last 3 games. The underdog is 6-4 on the money line. The underdog getting a run and a half on the run line is 9-1. There have been 4 one-run games in their last 10 meetings. The over has hit in their last 3 games. The over is 7-3 in their last 10 meetings against each other, and the over 8.5 runs is also 7-3 in their last 10 meetings. The last game they played against each other, the Orioles beat the Rangers 6-3 in Texas. The game before that, they beat them 8-2 in Texas. The game before that, they beat them 7-2 in Texas. Every one of those games, they were the underdog. The game before that, they beat them 2-1 in Baltimore. The game before that, they beat them 10-9 in Baltimore. And the game before that, they beat them 7-6 in Baltimore. I'm going to take the Orioles with the money line. I'm going to take the Orioles getting the runs, and I'm going to go over. I know that, the Orioles have scored a bunch of runs and had a bunch of runs scored on them. And their last few games, the last 3 games they played against the Red Sox, every one of those games went over. They scored 5, 8, and 10. There's been 14 runs, 17 runs, and 19 runs. And for the Rangers, they own the Phillies. And it seems like they played a team that they own, and now they're going to play a team that owns them. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.